Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to sit down and just kind of chat with you guys about living a healthy lifestyle. It's something that a lot of people struggle with, especially when they're first starting out in trying to get back into like a fitness routine or trying to start to eat a better diet. I get questions a lot on how I stay so motivated or how I stay so consistent in my lifestyle, so I thought that I would sit down and just share some of my tips on how I maintain my lifestyle in a healthy way. So, my first tip that I have, I know that it's very cliche, I guess you could say, and I know you're probably sick of hearing it, but tip number one is balance. It is so important that you are weighing out the things that you are doing to kind of meet a happy medium. From personal experience, I know that extremes won't work and they won't last. If you, let's say you want to lose weight, you can't just say, okay, I'm going to work out 7 days a week for an hour each session, and I'm going to cut out all sugar and all carbs, and I'm going to eat only this. It's you're not going to be able to maintain it, because what's going to happen is at first, like, you will see results, but you're going to get worn out, and that usually leads to binging, especially when you do extremes in dieting. It almost always leads to a binge of some sort because you are just exhausted and tired and you can't look at another vegetable again. So, in terms of diet and balance, a lot of people follow the 80-20. I think that's a really great approach to do it. 80% of the time, you're eating nutritious, healthy foods that are going to benefit you in some way, and then 20% of the time, you can eat whatever you're craving, whatever you want. A lot of people say 20% of the time you can eat a cheat meal. I don't necessarily agree with the terms cheat meal and cheat day. It just really labels food as good and bad, and I think that all food is good for you in some way, whether it's physically or mentally. So 20% of the time, you can go ahead and eat that less nutritious food that you've been craving, and then 80% of the time really try to stick to getting those nutrients in and getting that energy that you need. And then balance in terms of fitness, I would say, is don't do cardio every day. Really learn about your body and learn about different ways to be active. It really differs person to person, but like for me, balance is I don't like the cardio. I don't like the cardio. But I know that it's so good for you. So I do cardio 1 to 2 times a week because that's it. If I did it more, I would start to not like to work out. And that's the thing. You really just need to make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons and that you're doing it in the right way so that you don't get burnt out, because when you don't balance, you get burnt out and then you're back to square zero. The next tip that I have is do workouts that you enjoy. Said in the last tip, I don't enjoy cardio, so I don't do it very much. I know that it's good for me, and I'm at a state in my life, I guess you could say, where I understand that there are certain things that you have to do that you don't always like, especially when it comes to your health. But if you're first just starting out, figure out what form of exercise you really like to do and do it. Any type of exercise is going to be good for you, no matter what. No workout is a bad workout, in my opinion. You'll never regret being active. So if you like to go for walks, go for walks. If you need more out of it, go for a longer walk or set a pace. If you like to run, go for runs. If you like to lift, lift. It can be as simple as it can be dancing, it could be some kind of sport. Whatever is going to get you to be active, do it. Because if you're not doing things that you love to do, you're going to start to correlate exercise with a negative mindset, and down the road again you're going to get burnt out, and you're not going to want to do it because your mind is going to think exercise bad, and then it's going to be so hard to get back into it. So just find what you love to do and do it. Tip number 3 is set goals. Setting goals is extremely important, especially if you're a person that gets off on rewards or seeing that you're making progress. So when I say set goals, set small and realistic goals that can lead up to a larger goal. So if you're looking to lose weight and you want to lose a certain amount, set goals where you lose like 5 pounds and then you lose 10 pounds by here, and it leads you up to that larger amount, because it's a process. Living a healthy lifestyle is a process, and seeing results in your body and in your health is a long process, and you're not going to see it right away. And setting goals is something that's going to help you track your progress and show you that you are making steps towards that larger goal. It just takes time. I think that it's super important to know that you are making progress, because if you just have one big goal and it's taking you quite a while to get there, it's really discouraging, and that can set you back or make you want to quit. So if you're just starting out, I would sit down and I would say, here's what I want to do in the end. Here's what I want to accomplish by moving into living this healthier lifestyle. And here's these smaller stepping stones that I'm going to hit on my way there. Number 4 is get rid of the negatives. So if there are things that you correlate health to that you think are negatives in your life, it's time to let go of them. For me, I had an issue with weighing myself, and I have not weighed myself in almost 2 years now, because the number was just something that I couldn't get past. No matter what it was, no matter where I was at, it was always something that was so negative to me, and weighing myself was such a negative feeling, and I had to get rid of it, so I just stopped. And it wasn't easy, at first you really want to know, but you don't want to know, and you just have to push past that, and I just got rid of it, and I don't need it. And I think that's a problem for a lot of people, and I know that in some journeys you do need to know your weight, and that's okay. But for people like myself and people on journeys where you don't, get rid of it, because a number does not define you, and there are so many better ways to track your health than how much you weigh. So I truly believe that if you have negative feelings towards weighing yourself or the scale, get rid of it. I think that another thing is, if you feel negative towards your appearance, or you nitpick yourself every time you look in the mirror, get rid of a mirror. Get rid of your mirrors, block your mirrors, really work on not looking at yourself every time you walk by. If that's something that's super negative for you, and if you're really trying to move into a healthier lifestyle, but you can't get past the way that you look, and you feel that the way you look is the only determining factor of your health, then you need to really focus on changing your mindset. And if that's getting rid of a mirror, that's getting rid of a mirror. Basically, anything negative, anything that makes you feel negative in the aspects of health and exercise and nutrition and fitness, you gotta get rid of it, because negatives only bring on negatives, and it's just gonna bring you down. Tip number 5 is start being honest with yourself. Being honest with yourself is really important in living and maintaining a healthy lifestyle, because there is nobody else out there that can do it for you except you. And if you're not honest with yourself, you're going to cheat yourself. If you are somebody that tracks your macros, and calories. Be honest with yourself. Track everything. Track the right things. Track the right amount, because it's only going to hurt you in the end if you're not being honest and putting the right number of calories in there. If you're looking to set certain goals in fitness or running and you don't time it right, or you don't go the length that you said you were, but that's okay. You have to be your biggest motivation. You have to be your own coach, your own trainer, because even if you have a coach or a trainer, they're not going to be there all of the time. And that's where your honesty comes into play big time. You really have to focus on self-motivation, self-discipline, because if you don't, you're gonna start to set yourself back little bit by little bit just by not being honest with yourself. And then my last tip is don't change everything at once. If you're especially super new to this, like if you're in the I want to change my lifestyle and start living a healthier lifestyle, then you need to find a couple things at once to start changing, or a couple things to start implementing. If you're like, I want to maintain this, I'm struggling to maintain, then you can look at what you have changed and what else you can start to change to help yourself maintain. But if you're just starting out, I would find one or two things to rid of your life, and if you can like swap it for something, that's even better. I know soda, like if you drink soda, swap it for Zevia. Zevia is a super awesome alternative to soda. I like it, and I don't drink soda. I've never really been a big soda drinker, but Zevia is super tasty, and I think it's a really great alternative to an actual soda. And then so you pick one or two things that you want to get rid of or swap, and then pick one or two things that you want to start implementing into your life. Like maybe you don't eat breakfast, so slowly start to eat breakfast every day, because that is very, very important that you're eating every meal of the day. You need to be eating. It fuels you. So this is a sign. If you don't eat breakfast, eat breakfast. But yeah, so start to eat breakfast, or maybe you want to start eating more fruits and vegetables. So at every meal, start to kind of incorporate fruits and vegetables onto that plate. And once you've maintained that for a while, once you've kind of broke the habit, they say it takes 21 days to break a habit or start a new one. So maybe you do one or two for 21 days, and then you feel like that's something that is a part of you now, then you start to do more and more and more. This is a process. This is a lifestyle. It's not a diet. It's not a quick fix. It's not a workout program. It's life. If you're looking to live a healthy lifestyle, it's exactly what that is. It's your lifestyle. So you need to make sure that you're doing everything right to help yourself further on in the maintaining process. If I started this out and was doing things that I didn't like to do, I probably wouldn't be able to maintain them. And it is trial and error. If maybe you start out and you're doing something and you just hate one part of it, you hate this, get rid of it. Put something else in place of it, because you're not going to be able to keep doing that for long periods of time. You don't want to get burnt out. You want to be able to live happily and healthily doing and eating the things that you love. And I think that is extremely important, especially today, and especially with the diet culture and everything. I just want to preach so bad that it is all about a healthy lifestyle. You don't have to be perfect. Nobody is perfect. You don't have to look the way that other people think that you look. It's just important that you are happy and you are healthy. So, I'm going to stop before I keep going longer. I really hope that you guys get something out of this. I really hope that these tips helped you in any way, shape, or form in starting or maintaining your lifestyle. If you have any questions, please leave a comment or shoot me a message, and I would love to answer them for you and help you out in any way. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.